What's
How
up?
you doing? Hey,
What's the deal?
what is up? How has your day been?
Oh, it's been good. It's been good. Nigga can't really much complain. You know,
Yeah,
been knocking out video shoots like back after back after back after back.
you've been just knocking them off. That's good. Okay, y'all. So before we get started, y'all know I have to do my ritual. We gonna pray there is no disconnection issues, cause IG love to be hating. So we gonna buy them disconnection issues right now. y'all, y'all already know who it is. Gang, and I got contrabands with me. All
Country
the way from
man, what's up?
Atlanta. What is up? So, for some people that don't know who you are, introduce yourself and let everybody know what it is that you do.
Shit. Everybody call me Contraband. But shorten it out. Like, cause it's Contraband Bigs. That's my whole name, like all the way. But like people, they shorten it out to like, contraband. And and from there, like I just kind of took that whole thing because like a lot of people they think like I'm talking about just drugs and stuff when I say contraband. Nah,
Ah,
I mean like anything dope. That's why I call myself a dope guy, dope shit. Now like I feel as though that like what I do is dope and what I make is dope.
mm,
So it's contraband, dope shit.
yeah, okay. So, how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music for a little bit. I've been doing music for a little minute. Now, like a lot of the people that like I fuck with in the industry, I met because I used to go to Stephen F. Austin. I
Okay.
was going to Stephen F. Austin like right around like the tail end of like like the college crazes. Like when niggas was blowing up from like off U of H, off TSU, off PV. You feel me? Like we was always going back and forth with PV because PV they had just about everybody. They had Brooke Gang, DJ Chose, B King and shit like that. And like me, that was me at SFA. So,
Oh,
like that's how I got a lot of my fan base, man. Shout out to everybody up there in the Triple D. All this shit.
cool, cool. So, why did you start doing music? What gave you that vision or that motivation to be like, this is my gift, my passion, this is what I want to do?
I always been a part of music. Like I always been a part of music, even much before I even much knew what it was. I was a part of it. I was expressing to somebody that like uh I always had like a thing for beats. So like I hear songs like, like for an example, Mary J. Blige, You're My Everything by Mary J. Blige. When I was young, I didn't understand like, okay, it's a sample and they layered this and stacked this and then they put vocals over it. But before I even much knew like what it was and the breakdown and all of that, I liked it. I liked it. And like for some odd reason, like I was always into like old school music. I started off on a
Oh,
saxophone.
definitely. That's the foundation sometimes, especially
Yep,
depending on where you grow up in. But it's a sound that you don't can't really get anymore. That you
you really
can't get.
can't. And that's the thing
Yeah,
I'm talking to people about. Like the main thing about them, it wasn't necessarily how you look like. It was all about that sound. If you got a new sound that nobody else has never heard of, you
yeah,
green, you go. Now along the way, somebody might try to take it, but but history always reveals where the original sound come from.
yes, definitely. So, do you produce any of your own music, or do you just get a lot of
Yes,
side producers?
I only have. I do make my own beats, but aside from, I'm sorry, the rappers, the producers that I mess with, it's been me. Now, when I say producers I mess with, it's really only like three. I want to say it's me. It's my boy Southern. Shout out to Southern. Um, Chris Mack and my other partner named Jabari. But
Okay.
with this new recent project, you feel me? Like I wanted to produce it myself. I got a couple of tracks, other people made. I want to say it's like three, but besides that, everything else I made myself. like Be Careful, For Real, For Real. I mean,
Mhm.
all them, No Letting Go. Like I made all the beats.
And and your videos just came out for the Be Careful, right? You just came out with that
Yeah,
video.
it actually about to get ready to drop Sunday at 4:20.
Okay, great. And then when is the other video dropping? Or has it already dropped?
Jump Off the Porch. We just shot that last week. We just shot.
Okay.
Shout out to my director, man. Like his name EJ Viral Visuals, man. That home he about to be something.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks very creative, so I can't wait to see it. So y'all keep a lookout for those videos dropping. So what could you say is some of your big collabs in your music career that you've done so far?
I want to say the biggest collab would be me, Mr. Wide Up, and Ray P on this track called I Got Scrippers with a K.
Okay.
Yeah, I got scrippers. Like we ain't got strippers. I got scrippers, and I said it on look. I got scrippers. Now I mean, shout out to Ray P for that, and my boy Mr. Wide Up. But my favorite collab right now is me and Daddy and Red with the song called "Saucing on Their Ass." That's my
Okay.
favorite collab because like Doughboy and Sancho, they approved of that hoe. So I was like, okay, yeah, we fucking with some.
So, for someone who wants to check out your, if you could describe your style of music, how would you describe the style of music that you make versus, what else is out there?
Me personally, I wouldn't necessarily call it trap. I mean, it just have an 808. I mean, they call everything with an 808 trap these days. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call it trap, but like I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it's just me. It's just dope shit. I mean, it's just me. Like
Right.
yeah, it's just I put the confidence behind myself that like I can touch anything musically. Like No Letting Go is a reggae song. Put It On Me is a reggae song. But also I got like real yeah, like also like I got like real trap ass songs. But then again, you got a song I called Be Careful, that's like really on some conscience shit
Mm-hmm.
in the hood. Know what I mean? Like Be
Right.
Careful is like a conscious song for niggas who don't listen to J. Cole.
Okay. Okay. Because J. Cole, sometimes I don't know what be going on in his head. I be like,
But
man.
sometimes like you gotta break it down for that nigga that's going through that shit on a day-to-day basis. Like it was a line that I said in a song. I was like, my mama seen my scale, did nothing about it. She said, "Be careful moving narcotics." Now I mean, like there's like it's lyrical in its own way because you can feel that shit. Like if you've been through that shit, like you can feel it. I mean, because it
Right.
from both sides. I mean, whether it's the mama telling the son, "Be careful," or I mean, you feel me? Like it's from both sides. Like you feel me? So.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. So, what are or who are some of your biggest inspirations that you look up to in the music industry that make you really go hard or that you definitely would want to collab with one day?
Um, Most definitely Kanye. Like Kanye, like to me, like how people look at
But
Pac. That's
not old Kanye, not that new Kanye. Now the new Kanye, I'm cool with that. But that
man. Listen, man.
Kanye, his I don't know where he was going sometimes. Like I'd be
Yeah.
like, bruh.
Oddly enough, oddly enough, I'll take the Kanye that was like George Bush don't care about black people. I'll take that Kanye. Give me that Kanye. Give me
Yes,
my dark twisted fantasies Kanye. Give me
yes.
Taylor Swift don't deserve this award Kanye West. That's what
College
I want.
dropout Kanye. That's the Kanye I want.
Yeah.
College dropout Kanye.
I like that Kanye, but Kanye like when he first came out, he was more of a producer. Like, I mean, what he was saying, it
Yeah.
was cool, but it's just like, damn, like when you hear through the wire, you like, damn, what he's saying is cool, but damn, nigga, this beat is
Okay.
nasty.
He is
And
fire with the beats, man. Now I will say, if have you heard his new gospel album by chance?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a big fan of Kanye. I love Kanye, but I can't support that. I'm gonna be
You
real.
telling you, you have to listen to it.
I
Even
listen to it.
don't
I
support.
listen. I can't support it. I can't.
Because I'm definitely a big gospel background person, like my whole family, gospel music, everything, and I support it when you, especially when I do listen to a lot of gospel, and you listen to, you definitely can hear the influences, like especially you could definitely hear a Kirk Franklin influence when it comes to, I guess, the arrangements
Um,
of the songs. Like I'm telling you,
yeah.
it's so good. It
I
is
believe
so.
I believe you, man, because like even though me personally I can't bring myself to listen to it. I've heard it. I've listened to a couple of tracks, but it's just that like I just can't bring myself to like full blown like a full complete album. I mean, I love Kanye. I love everything he do. I will forever love
We
everything.
ever get, if we
But it's
ever
just
meet,
some. But it's just some stuff. I be like, I'll wait
album
on it.
fire. I'm telling you, that
Yeah,
whole
I'll wait on
album.
the next one. I mean, besides Kanye, Travis Scott, Travis Scott all the way, especially being from Houston. I
Mhm.
mean, Travis Scott and Money Man.
Now, would you ever? I know these are my college days, because really in my college days, a lot of the college music I listened to was definitely a lot of like down south people, like definitely B King. He was all throughout my college days. I don't know what that man
Of
was.
course.
He all the best college. So have you ever, got a chance to, like, work with him or be around him, since you guys are kind of from the same area?
Now it's funny that you say that because like at SFA they used to call me the SFA club guy. Like no cap. Like
Yeah.
like he probably don't remember, but me and him, our paths crossed a bunch. Let me tell you the three stories of it was four. He probably don't remember, but he
Yeah.
probably the fourth one, but he probably don't remember the third one. The first time was when I had the song called Billionaire Chick. I put that whole out, and this is like back when the nigga was like going ham on Twitter type shit. You feel me? I sent it to him, and he
Hmm.
replied on his page. He was like, "Man, that bitch jam. That bitch go hard." I mean,
Yeah.
and this right here was like early B King, like 2012 B King. So from that point on, like I always fucked with him. And then it was the second time when you remember how like B King used to do like a bunch of songs like about shit that was going on. So like say
Yeah.
like if a get his ass whooped, he'll make a song about that shit. If a bitch get caught doing some shit, he'll make a song about it. So it was this chick, it was this chick at Steam. It was a chick at Steam. She got caught like giving some dome. She got caught giving some dome at Steam. Yeah. So she
Oh
got
my.
she got caught giving some dome at Steam. Not even much inside the dorms, like outside the dorms. Like outside the dorms, like behind Steam type shit. So I'll never forget. That nigga B King, he was on Twitter. He
Oh,
was
she was
like,
bald. Oh.
what? That nigga B King was on Twitter. He was like, man, what happened to SFA? He was up there hitting people up, man. What happened to SFA? Man, y'all got a video of bitch giving dome. So like, man, me and my boys, we was in the room. We was like, man, we can't let B King come out with a song before we can do. We can't let him do it. So look, so like everybody up in that hole going back and forth, like, man, how we gonna do this, man? What we gonna do for the hook? What we gonna I was like, nigga, I got the hook. I was like, you know what? I walked out of my boy room. I was like, man, y'all niggas taking too long. I'm finna go to my room. I'm finna go record this song, and I'll be back.
Yeah.
And I literally went in my room, went in my dorm room, turned my shit on, started that beat. I was like, man, I heard them hoes and Sting giving dome behind the dorms, dome behind the dorms, dome behind the dorms. Know what I mean? Like, like I was like going in on this bitch. And like I was really spitting that whole and like it was the shit that I was talking about was like really going on at SFA. You feel me?
Oh
But
my
like it
God.
wasn't no video out at that time. You feel me? So it didn't go
Yeah.
anywhere. It was a part where I was like, I feel like eyebrow rise, and please don't look here. Is it hold up? I said, a bitch get caught giving dome behind Steen. I wasn't even surprised. I know a bitch in Hall 14 that sucked dick for a large fry. I feel like eyebrow rise. Please don't be surprised. And if you're gonna do it, at least ask for a supersize. You you feel me? But like it was a real story. It was a real story. So
Oh my gosh.
when niggas heard that shit, they was like, Biggs, you a hoe. It was like, Biggs, you a hoe, bro. That's messed up, man.
I
You
mean,
pimping.
but it's a true story. It ain't like
It
you made up a
was.
name. I mean, it's a true story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and
I wonder. I wonder if like when people start making songs about these random moments with these girls, I wonder if they realize, that song is about me. That was me. That's oh. Oh no, you went.
like
Oh, there you go.
it's
Okay.
it's been times where I'm still good. I'm still good. I'm right here. Yeah, I'm still good. I'm right here.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Have you ever had like? I just wonder like when the girls listen to these songs. I wonder if she ever found you like I'm gonna find this dude. Like, why would you make a song about me?
I
Like,
mean, luckily for her, I ain't. Luckily for her, I really ain't know her name. So
oh
like,
my
not like I
goodness,
said her name.
that's hilarious. I'm sorry. It's
It really
sorry guys.
was.
That was funny. Like to just make a song about like you make a song about anything. That is
Look,
crazy.
and it was really crazy because that's how my shit end up really taking off. My nigga DJ M.
Wow.
Shout out to my nigga
You
DJ
beat
M3. He
him to
heard
it.
the song.
That's good. You beat him to it.
Yeah, like my nigga named DJ M3. He was like, man, I heard that song, and he was like, damn, this nigga really staying on topic. This nigga really killing this hoe. He really staying on topic.
Yeah.
Like this nigga really staying on topic. And I was like,
My
yeah.
goodness.
He was like, bro, you really made a song about a chick giving dome behind the dorms. I was like, yeah, it got a
Did,
nice
did
ring
he
to it.
tweet about it? Did he tweet? Did Big King tweet about the song? Like, dang,
Yeah,
I
that
did.
nigga reposted that hoe. That nigga reposted that hoe. He's like, bro, this nigga on topic. Yeah. Yeah, we ran into a nigga we ran into each other a bunch of times.
Big King, I'm tagging you in this. I hope you see this because that is hilarious.
Yeah. Like he probably gonna think back on this shit. He gonna be like, hell yeah, that shit did
Remember
happen at
that?
SF.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I guess during those times when you were coming up, what are some of the pros and cons that you dealt with? Just because I know obviously being in the music industry, there's a lot of pros and cons. Some people have the same, problems. Other people don't. So what were some of the things you had to deal with, being an artist, especially, coming up artist at that time?
The main thing was like respect. I mean, like that's all the main thing. Like people don't understand. Like there's a difference between being known and respected. You feel me? You can be known, like yeah. I mean, people can know who you are, but you gotta be respected. And sometimes it take the long way. Sometimes you have to take the long way in order to get there. But you gotta embrace that. So like, so with that being said, I'll say like the main obstacle is like not doing what the next person is doing. I mean, not doing what the next person is doing. Cause you could get caught up in that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was a little minute where I had to really like snap out of, sounding like Chief Keef. Like I
Yeah.
had to snap out of that shit. I had to snap out of sounding like Chief Keef for a little minute. I had to snap out of, I mean, sounding like B King just because these college hoes like the song that I put out. You feel me? I had to snap out of that. So like that would be the main thing. But like as far as like, and of course like getting a fan base and stuff like that. But generally, if you're talented and you're a humble dude and you're a real ass dude, like you gonna get there. Yeah, it might take a little long, but you gotta embrace that. I mean, you
Yeah.
gotta embrace the fact that the people is fucking with you right now. You might not think nothing of it, but I mean, like, embrace the fact that people is fucking with you, that who's fucking with you right now.
Yeah. And that, and it's funny you say that because I have to remind myself that every day, even though, I haven't talked that long, but, everybody's like, tell me, that's, it's good. Like, you're going to get the following, you're, even though it's slow, like slow growth is better than no growth. And I'm like, I get it. And all I can say is like, I appreciate the people that are supporting me, and it's people that I don't even know. These are
Right.
totally
That's how it always is.
bad.
That's how it always is.
I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all you guys watching and keep supporting this man because he is, man, bangers. So are there any other business ventures that you have going on besides your music?
Yeah, I'm actually about to get my merch going back up. I mean, actually, this right here is some merch that I got on right now. The Contraband Music tees.
Oh,
I had some booty shorts made, but like I went ahead and dispersed them because I'm about to. Yes, we got.
Why you guys always making the booty shorts for
We
us?
have to. Listen, I'm from Houston. I
I
mean, like, I don't.
know that's all they wear. That's all they wear
I mean, like, yeah, man, rappers, man, we touching it all, nigga. We touching it all. We touching men's clothes, women's clothes, baby clothes. I mean, shit.
now. Oh
If you
Lord,
got a dog, what
onesies.
if you got a dog, man, I would throw a CBMG onesie on that motherfucker so quick. What? Had that dog walking around and shit.
Yes.
Lo quiero contraband. Real talk, nigga. What? Nigga, man, like, bro, man, we branding everything, man. We branding
Oh my,
everything.
that is so funny. So, explain to some people about the culture where you're from, because I know every place has its own culture. Louisiana has its own culture. Georgia has. So, explain H-Town culture to a lot of people that may have visited but really don't understand. Explain you guys' culture to some people that enlighten us, enlighten the new people out there.
Shit, it's just hustlers. Hustlers and players. Like, I mean, like, you don't catch too many true H Town person, like, really just on that and hateful stuff. Like,
So good. I
it's
can't.
like,
You guys are very. It's that Southern hospitality, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's that Southern.
yeah, you feel me? Like, everybody from Houston, they at least gonna try to help you out once. Now, it's some people I really can't say for, but you feel me? Like, but like a lot of people, I mean, that like I grew up with, or like even much out of town people, like I'm gonna embrace you like my own type stuff. But like besides that, everybody know about the cars, the sip, the drink, and all that other stuff. And I mean, like, you can look up and see that. You feel me? But besides that, it's just hustlers. Like, we always trying to figure out something. What is the next something? I mean, what is the next something? You feel me? Like, I'm getting into stock. Like, I'm mad that I got into stock exchange a little bit late. You feel me? But I'm getting into stock exchange, like day trading and stuff like that. Like,
It's
I'm mad.
actually, honestly, even though it's a pandemic, it's actually one of the perfect times to do it because little do people know. Like I always say, y'all, this is not the first time the stock market has crashed. It's not. It's always gonna crash. But once it shoots back up, your stocks is gonna zoom right back up because they so cheap right now. So I'm telling
let
y'all.
me tell you, let me tell you something. I made $100 per share off Beyond. I made $100 per. Now, if I tell you how many
Oh,
shares, that's a different story. But
sorry,
off Meat,
sorry.
hmm?
You were breaking up.
Yeah, Beyond Meat.
Beyond meat, yes,
Like
Beyond Meat, the
Beyond
plant
Meat.
based.
McDonald's, they about to get their own Beyond Meat burger.
Are they? About time because that stuff is
Uh,
so bad.
it's
All that other stuff is bad for your body anyway.
it's money out here being made. Now, I ain't gonna lie, like, in the stock market, it ain't all good money. But
It's
shit,
not.
it ain't all good money at all. Cause, like, you feel me? Right now they developing like a corona vaccine right about now. You feel me? And
Oh,
everything
they
is
are.
opening up.
They already got
Uh,
it.
listen, they ain't got an official coronavirus vaccine. They got a vaccine now, but the companies they're competing on who can be able to slap their name on that hoe as the official FDA approved government coronavirus vaccine.
Y'all,
Who's gonna?
this is free game for real. Listen to what he's saying.
What
I
brand
already
is?
know. Listen.
Listen, man, them white boys out there making money. I found out how them white boys out there making money. And that's what I'm trying to do now. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make a couple of thousand in a couple of minutes.
Oh,
That's how they doing it, man. Don't be fooled.
yeah,
Don't be fooled. They out there doing it.
yeah. So yeah, I got me a few stocks. I'm gonna definitely look into the Beyond Meat. Because I do two apps where I do mine, so I'm gonna definitely look into that one. But I'm glad some of these guys are finally getting into plant based because y'all know that stuff ain't do nothing but tearing our bodies. I don't eat there. I don't eat meat. I stopped eating meat. I usually go back and forth, but now I really don't. I don't do it. So, hey y'all,
I start,
that's in. Tapping in. This is Contraband Bigs that we're here with for y'all that is just now tapping in. If y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask him, feel free to ask. You know, anything you want to know about his career, personal life. I don't know what's his favorite color, favorite food. Who knows? We're just having good talks and trying to get good stocks, aren't we?
most definitely, most definitely.
Ew.
You know, and because it's out there, it really is, man. It's just us as a people. We got to figure out how to go get it because it's out there. It's out there, man.
Because you know because you know they ain't gonna tell us. Obviously, they ain't gonna tell us how to get it. So definitely,
And
definitely.
once I figured out that shit, I was like they make money for every pandemic that's going on. Every pandemic that's going on. Bird flu, swine flu, Ebola.
The regular flu, 9/11,
Every,
like
every,
everything.
everything.
Like that's what
Because
I'm saying. That's a
for
surprise.
every
It's not a surprise.
pandemic, for every pandemic, there's a company that got to clean up. There's a company that's gonna come up from the cleanup in a global expansion.
Okay. While they trying to lock us all up in the house.
But then again, I'm learning though. I mean, like I don't want people to think I'm just an investment guru or nothing like that. But I'm learning. You know, I
It
lost.
is a lot to learn. It is a lot to learn, especially when you are learning on your own too. That's why I'm grateful. You know, I do have family members that know about some of this stuff. So if any questions I have, I just call on it. So it is a lot to learn. It can be tricky, but it's really not. It's not so hard. But they have those apps out there, guys. So if y'all want some free stocks, I got that too. I'll send you a text, email. We can all get free stocks too, just sharing stuff.
Most definitely, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Underrated TV. Most definitely.
Thank you. Yeah, so if you guys have any, I don't care what your gift is. Like I know I have a lot of music artists on here because that's a lot that I see, but I don't just talk to people about music. I've had some chefs on. I had a young chef on here. I'm gonna have a makeup artist on here. You could do. You could have a real estate company. Any kind of business that you have, I'll definitely want to get your name out there. That is my ultimate goal, is to support you guys, and this is a platform to do that, is to support. Make sure y'all go follow this man. His video is dropping. Tell him when it's dropping again.
Be careful. Drop it Sunday, 420.
420 Sunday. We don't know when the other video's dropping yet. It's still getting edited.
And actually, you want to know something funny?
Huh?
I mean, before I like knew, I mean who you
Mm-hmm.
was, and I checked out your page, and you interviewed my jeweler, JJ.
Jordan? Yeah, that's my man. That's my dog. Oh, snap. He made all of that for you? I swear, he's a beast, man. That
Check
man is
this out. JJ was one of them niggas in that room when we was figuring out the dome behind the dome.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He should have wrote, man. He should have wrote that in this book. That would have been a good story to write in this book because that is funny.
Shout out to my man.
It's a great read. I'm telling y'all, it is a great read. Go get his
Facts.
book.
Facts.
That is crazy. So y'all known each other for a minute.
Yeah, man. Like we was kicking it out. We was kicking it like a couple days ago. I was like, damn, bro, nigga, we've been knowing each other for like damn near 10 years now.
Isn't it fast?
Because we came to LA summer of 2012. I mean, summer of 2011. Summer of 2011. And we just been rocking ever since. I just remember pulling up to that nigga door, knocking on that nigga shit. Hey, yo, man, y'all niggas rapping in there? Hell yeah. All right, shit, let me get up in this hoe, nigga. I'm Biggs, dog. What's up?
That's
yeah,
so
AJ.
I wish I could rap. I ain't even gonna lie, cause I like to listen to rap and I be rapping along, but let me do it by myself. I sound crazy. Don't give me no song to rap. I do not have a rapping voice. I can hold a note, but don't get me singing either. Let me tell y'all the funniest story. I probably told this story on another video. My friend, I used to go to Kansas State, and they have a studio at the school. I don't know if a lot of universities have them for like music majors, but they have one in the library for a lot of music majors. He had to do a song for one of his projects, and he asked me to do the song with him because we both went to the same church and stuff. And let me tell you something. When you sing somebody, it's totally different than when you in the studio. I guess I had this conversation with MLB Production. Y'all, look, I can harmonize with him. Don't get me wrong, I can harmonize with anybody. But when I'm in a studio sound, I sound terrible. Don't put me on a song. It was terrible. In my opinion, it was terrible. Okay?
Man,
I sound bad.
It's okay. Just do what some of these rappers do. Just get you a good ass engineer. You'll be fine.
Look,
get you a good ass engineer. You'll be fine.
So I don't have to sound too bad. Now look, cause man,
get you a good ass engineer. That nigga gonna have you sounded right.
That is fraud. I'm gonna do a live show. They gonna be like, she don't sound like that on this song. I'm gonna be like, look.
Yeah, we ain't responsible for live shows. I speak for all engineers. We're not unless you're a sound engineer. Listen, in studio here, we are not responsible for live shows. Like, if it sounds good, we're gonna give it to you. If you can do this in real life, if you can hit these notes in real life, we don't know. We don't know.
Look.
No.
My gift was I'm good in the church and the choir, and that's where I'm gonna stay in the background. Now I have recorded in the studio like with a choir. Now I've done that before, which was a little different because like first instead of like us all being together in the studio, they did each section separately. So the sopranos did their part, then altos and tenor, and then they mashed it together, and then we did it with all of us like in the booth together to see like if it would sound better. I don't know. I wasn't the expert, but that was this is why I can't be an artist. I was ready to go. You know how many times we record one song? This was one song.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not be art. Like I was ready to go. Like how long do it take to record one song? Like we said, like it sounds good. Like is it that bad? Like what are we mixing here? Like I'm so confused. We were there all day. Like we did one song and I think I made another song, but I was just like, it really take this long to record a song.
It get like to get that perfect.
My
you gotta imagine
all you artists that have the discipline to go through this, because if it was me, I would be walking out the door like, look, it's not meant for me if it takes this long to get it together. Like it shouldn't take this long, like to get it together, like for real. Oh my God.
Take the clothes. Now imagine the engineers that got to sit down and record all that.
Like,
Yeah,
I would
man.
be
But no,
like, okay.
like people don't understand. Like you know what? I think as rappers, as rappers and artists and singers and songwriters and composers and stuff like that, like we all show like the benefit of stuff getting done, but
Mhm.
we don't necessarily show the work that it took.
I
You
feel like
feel?
if more people would show the work, then I feel like a lot of people would, like, you know how a lot of people think, oh, it's so easy for these mainstream artists, but they don't realize the work that they put into their career to get
Yeah.
there, the amount of time they've spent in the studio, and that stuff ain't cheap either. Like, y'all don't
They don't
understand.
show
Like,
that. Like that's the part. That's the part that they don't show. Like they
yeah,
just.
like,
Show it,
that's why I
you
like
feel me?
looking at documentaries of those people that, do, studio documentaries and stuff, because people really don't know the work that it takes, like the ad libs, and I'd be like, how do y'all be putting them ad libs together? But
Now, if they should most definitely do like a documentary or something like that to like really shows how it is to make a good album.
yes,
But
like in
whenever they do that,
just studio stuff. That's it. Like, I want to see from beginning to end your whole album
whenever they do
process.
that, they need to choose like a good artist. They don't need to choose nobody that be knocking out like 8 songs in 8 hours. Nah, they don't need like nah, bro. Like nigga, eight
Y'all know
songs,
I
eight
love
hours,
Beyonce
bro.
to do that. I want to see her process from beginning to end. She's done
Yeah,
now. She's shown clips of her in the
yeah.
studio, but I want to see just her in the
Who we talking
studio
about?
from beginning to end of how she puts together her projects. I think
Who you
that
talking?
would be, huh?
Who you said? Who you was talking about?
Beyonce,
Beyonce. Yeah, yeah.
beginning to end. I like, like people who have really like been in the game for a long time. Like, I would definitely like to see a T-Pain studio session from beginning to end. I think that would be
That
so.
would be dope. Like a T-Pain studio session. That would be dope. That
T-Pain,
would be dope.
we need.
I would sit down and I would watch that.
Okay, I don't care if it was 2 hours. I would be sitting there just like this. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's where he do the auto tune. Yep. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, I think a lot of people don't do it because,
Thanks.
like, they want people to learn them on their own, which I get it. You want people to learn, but also I feel like there still should be some type of vulnerability and openness where you're giving back. And if this is something that people, really want to do with their life, show them, like, this is what we have to do. Like, this is what it takes. Some of them still take vocal lessons. Like, a lot of y'all, they are still doing vocal lessons and practices that you
Right.
got, that they, their voice is so good, but you don't realize that they do vocal lessons. Like, Beyonce does vocal lessons, even though she's
Mm-hmm.
a bomb singer, she does vocal lessons. She constantly is what's the word I'm looking for? She's constantly evolving, but she's constant, like, she doesn't
Right.
because she still does vocal lessons, she doesn't take it for granted, and she knows, like, one day, her voice might go out one day, like, you never know, like, some stuff like that might happen. So always exercise your gift and always
Right.
keep practicing. Even if you've mastered it, you keep practicing as if you haven't mastered it. You keep
Mm-hmm.
doing. So I want to see that. You do a documentary like that. Maybe you can be the first.
Mm-hmm.
You just
But
woke
like
up.
I'm gonna do it for the next project. Honestly, that will be live. Cause
Man,
like cause like I'm always working on something. So
mm-hmm.
after this, me and my boy Southern, we got some shit coming out. And me and Southern, we haven't worked together in like a couple of years. You feel me? It wasn't nothing going on. It was just directional wise. I wanted to do this.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that. You feel me? Ain't nothing. You feel me? But the nigga, he had shot me some. I was like, yeah, let's get it. So like right after Dope Tales, we're gonna do a 5-song EP. I don't know what it's gonna be called yet, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Man, if y'all want me a part of the project, you know, I'll hold the camera. That'll be my job. I'm gonna hold the
Oh, you
camera.
don't want a verse?
I do like a little doo doo, you know, a little doo
The
doo
doo-doo?
there. Don't give me no big verse. Don't give me no big verse.
I give
I
you like
got you. I want some ad libs. That's about it. I
like
told y'all.
like 4 bars, cool.
Maybe two. About 2 bars, maybe 4 at the most.
Alright, that's bet. I got you. I got you.
I'm gonna be famous, y'all, for them 4 bars. Y'all better watch out for me, okay?
Yeah.
What you mean? Oh my gosh. So we are definitely running low on time because you know how IG like to act up after a certain amount of time with these lives. So are there any last minute shout outs that you would like to do or any last minute announcements you want to let your fans and your family and friends all know before we get off of here?
Yeah, man, most definitely. I mean, like more content on the way. I mean, you feel me? Be careful. Dropping Sunday, 420. You know, and then from there we got Jump Off the Porch coming. Everything's gonna be crazy. And then after that one, when we're gonna actually do the video for No Letting Go. You know, like No Let It Go. That's like one of my tracks off Dope Tales. That like that's like you want to talk about like a radio industry record. Like that's most definitely one of my most like radio industry records. So like I most definitely want to build up to No Let It Go. Everything is building up to No Let It Go. You know.
Good. Well, we cannot wait. I'm definitely rooting for you. You have my support 100%. So y'all make sure y'all go follow him. Tell everybody where they can get your music. Like, is it all on all platforms?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Spotify, iTunes, you know, Tidal, on all platforms. Right now, most recent single is For Real. For real. That video is out by my boy Vibe Visuals. It's crazy. You know, there was a crazy little video shoot with me and my boy Stunt. And yeah, man, it's just pretty much just going up from there. Uh, more work, more content, more everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
All of that.
So make sure y'all go follow him. All his music on all platforms. Make sure y'all follow me at pretty_Cindy at Underrated TV. Sweetheart, I know you said you just woke up. I'm so sorry, but it's okay. If you missed the interview, it will be on my IGTV and on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Just give me a while to, get it all edited and stuff, guys. I'm getting it together. I'm getting it out as fast as possible. So if you did miss
Yeah,
it, don't worry. It will be on my page and on my channel, and the link to my channel is in my bio. So make sure y'all go subscribe, turn on those post notifications so y'all can be alerted when it's on there. Contraband, I thank you so much for being on here. This was
no
everything
problem.
and so fun on here. So we'll definitely link up soon. Hopefully when this quarantine is over.
Yeah, this
Y'all,
right is one. Has
y'all
been one of my favorite
my
interviews.
4 bars. Okay, 4 bars coming soon. You already know. Cindy D on the track. Okay, no, I'm just playing. But it might be coming. Okay.
Appreciate
I
you for having me.
You're so welcome. You have a great night, and I will talk to you and see you soon.
Most deaf. No shit.